Welcome to the fastest growing city in West Africa. There is Tamale, Ghana. Wow, what a lovely place. The oldest kingdom when it comes to Ghana. Hallelujah. This is your favorite village boy, Bongo, the man who let you know much about Africa. This is One Africa TV. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's time for us. Let's go. More.
If you are an MP, wallahi, and you take a dime on that constituency and chop it on the day of judgment, you will account to the people. You won't. And that is one thing many politicians are not aware of.
What I love about this man is the humility. The guy is so humble. He's so down to earth, so simple. The man loves humanity. Rest in peace, doctor. Because the journey to One Africa is on. We are just on the tour. Today we are moving to Tamale. You know, Tamale, normally when they come to the northern part of Ghana, people normally have bad perception about the people, thinking they are out, they don't love peace, or they love conflict, or they fight each and every time. It's a big lie. It's a big lie. I've passed through Bimbila, I went to Yendi, a lot of places in the north. None, not even a single person have even tried to harm me.
One of the things that affects tourism in Ghana and West Africa is that our service is poor. You go to a restaurant and they think that they are doing you a favor. You go to eat and they think that you owe them, you know, to serve you. If you go to other parts of the world, it's completely different. You are compelled to spend your money because they are all over you. Even before you finish the drink that they have given you, you are halfway. Can I bring you another drink? And if you are the shy type and things, you always say, oh yes, yes. And you forget that you have to pay for it. And so we must improve our service delivery. Owners of services must take professionals who know how to be courteous to customers, to know that we are in this job because you've come here to eat, or you've come here to do this. And so that's one of the drawbacks of our whole tourism experience. And most times you spend so much money, set up an establishment, instead of going for professionals, you go and haul your relatives from the village to come and serve people. They pay and they can't even get their change. You can't find the waiter who took your money. And when you even find them, he says, oh, we have no change. I mean, they have a certain sense of entitlement. And so until we reform all these, and it's an attitudinal problem, until we reform all these, and people who own these establishments make sure that service delivery is at near 100%, we would not be able to attract enough tourists into our country. We have a beautiful country. People come and, I mean, they just say, look, this country is good. But if you hear a lot of the feedback and you say, oh, but what is negative about it? Oh, your service is not the best. Always, I mean, that's the feedback that comes.
There's One Africa TV, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's grow Africa together. Let's move Africa forward. Our economy, our politics, the way we are, you know, making politics or doing politics nowadays is becoming unbecoming. So it's time for us to think in our own way so that we can make Africa a better place. Our leaders have to what? Put them live for us so that they can be able to serve us. They should know that they are there to serve, not to what? To think of their stomach alone. You see, so Tamale, when they come to Tamale, they have a lot of things talking about their technical university, talking about Tamasco, talking about, what's the name? Their market, the central market, the stadium, the airport. There's a lot of things when they come to Tamale. One thing I like about the place is, you know, the food, and, you know, the way they receive people, they are so peaceful. They are so peaceful. The area of Tamale used to consist of small villages which were under the kingdom of Dagban. Excuse my language. Yes, I keep on saying it. This is one of the fastest growing city in Africa. That should tell you. So they consist of what? Villages. But now you can see how popular or how, you know, developed they are moving. So Mr. President, the ministers, the MPs, the assemblymen, the community, you should continue the good work. Your schools, education, everything should continue. Move fast so that we can grow Africa together. It was a popular destination for cattle trades in the region. in 1907, the British decided to establish administrative headquarters in the area with the help from the Dagbama after German officials have taken over the Yendi. Yeah, do you know Yendi? Yes, so this is some of the schools over here, as you are seeing on your screen, you know. Tamale is a nice place, it's a lovely place. For me, I'm happy to see places like this. When they come to yam, when they anything at all, talking about food, you know, are you a person who loves meat? Then go to what? The northern part of Ghana, they will get you what you want, you know, to eat. What you want to eat, and the people are so happy. They love each other. The thing is, nobody would like to, you know, tolerate you for you know, in a peaceful manner where you come, you know, as if like want to fight against or still the person will not agree. So all those who thinking like the North, they don't have peace or there's no development, look at the thing, look at the schools. You yourself look at it, you know. Coming recruitment times, you said, no man, they have to give free scholarship or scholarship to students to, you know, go to school, because at the olden days they don't like going to school. But now, with the help of the scholarship and other intervention of the parties like NDC or MPP or other parties, yes, I think now everything. Now go to what? The parliament and see the number of people communicating, or the number of people who are contributing to what? The development of Ghana when they come to the parliamentarians or the parliament. You see, talking about Idrisu, Honorable, the Minister of Education, talking about, rest in peace, Mutala. You see, a lot of people. You see, and look at, what's the name? Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Bagbe. I love the name, you know. You see, so I think the North people, they are good. Yeah, I love them because I've been with them so long and they are lovely. The only thing is they don't tolerate nonsense, and nobody would like to tolerate nonsense. You see, that is it. So after this interesting introduction to the origin of Tamale, we invite you to take a tour through the different regions of what? Mexico, to prepare your, you know, yourself and learn more about the delicious dishes when they talk about food, of which there are about 370 varieties, and that give identity to what? Our countries. So what are you waiting for? Come, let's party together. As Mr. President was saying, or the President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, was saying. So it's all about attraction. Our tourist attraction should improve. You know, that will bring a lot of investors. That will bring a lot of people. So now it should change our attitude across the country, across Africa, the continent. Let's change our attitude. Let's make Africa a better place. You know, you go to hotel, as he was saying, you go to hotel as if like they are not there to take your money. You see, you have to be begging them. There was a time I went to hotel, I was like, am I not here to pay? You see. So let's change our attitude. You know, let's change our attitude. That is the only thing we need across Africa. You can see the food, nice, delicious. Wow, look at it, man. Look at the food. Tamale, I love everything. Are you a vegan? Come to Tamale, you enjoy your vegan things, you know. The Thai food. Are you a Jamaican? Come and yum your Thai food, you know. Yeah, every Akan fish and India, you know. I come near your things, you know. Me love Tamale, the food, you know, the aroma and everything. It's good, you know. One love to Tamale. Are you from Tamale? One love to. Are you from the northern part of Ghana? Upper East, Upper West? Boku, talking about what? Bolkatanga, talking about Wa, talking about what? Yendi, talking about Damanko, talking about Bimbila. I love every place of what? The northern part of Ghana. And one love to you so much, especially those who have, you know, helped me, tour with me, spend their money on me just to tour the northern part of Ghana. There is it. This One Africa TV once again. And this video straight up dedicating it to Mutala, the doctor, the one who died, crash, helicopter crash, the tragedy, painful. I love the man, so simple. Oh, rest in peace, our king. Yeah, so as I was saying, there is it. It's time for us to what? You know, improve upon the condition when they talk about education, health, and everything in Africa. We can make it. We can make it. And don't forget, when they come to the religious activity or moral activities, Tamale is one of the best. The mosques and the churches, they cooperate and they work hand in hand. I think this is what we need, not to be fighting against each other. It's like, me not like that, me not like that at all. So this is Tamale for you. Any party are watching from? Are you from Uganda? Are you from Kenya? Are you from?
He needs to apologize to the people of Tamale.
Why?
When he said that they provided the dustbins and the people refused to put their rubbish in it. It is not true. When the things get full and they don't convey them, where do you expect them to put the things in? That is not true. He should be holding the Zoom Lion people responsible because they are paid. They are paid by the state, and the state gets the money from the taxpayer. So if they fail to do what they are paid to do, and you also fail to ensure that they do what they are supposed to do, you take part of the blame. So don't tell us that the people of Tamale, they brought them and they refuse to handle. They refuse to put their rubbish in it. That's not true. Again, he made another statement which I feel that is not healthy. He said Tamale is a very difficult place to handle. Tamale is not a difficult place. In any case, he is seeking to praise himself for the stability and the peace we have in Tamale, trying to heap himself like the lizard. If they won't praise me, I'll praise myself. The responsibility to ensure that there is peace, harmony in Tamale is a collective responsibility. Don't seek to take the credit as you, the mayor. And in any case, the place he mentioned, hold on, it doesn't matter. In any case, the place he mentioned is not even in Tamale Central.
It's not in Tamale
The place he
Central.
mentioned that there was conflict is not even in Tamale Central.
Which
it's in Tamale South. You see, Tamale Metropolitan Assembly, you have two constituencies in it, Tamale Central and Tamale South. And I guess the sitting here is to talk about Tamale Central. So for him bringing an issue that happened in any other places where lives were even lost before, the prevention of conflict, you prevent it, you don't wait until lives are lost and then you come and ensure detente and you think that we should praise you. Lives were lost. Whose responsibility was it to ensure that the people don't get engaged in even shooting each other, let alone coming to ensure that there is? So I'm saying that the peaceful nature of Tamale Metro is a collective one, and I won't sit here and say that he doesn't have any role to play in it. I won't do that. All of us, including myself and including everybody. But the people we should be commending for the peace of Tamale is not we, the political elite. It is the people themselves, the chiefs, the traditional authority, the imam, and the people. Without they and their cooperation, there can't be any peace. Regional and metro security, whatever, cannot ensure peace if the people are unwilling to have peace. So I'm saying that on the issue of sanitation, my brother is saying that don't worry, by next 2 weeks we will start some traffic lights. We are here to talk about things we have executed, not things that are yet to be executed. And in any case, all the things they have done. And you see, for me, it is the level of pettiness that one of the people said that we should look at the pavement blocks. Do you know how much Tamale Metro generates every month? He should tell us how much they generate every month. And let's juxtapose how much Tamale Metro generates a month with the kinds of things they have done. So my brother, we are not here to talk about what you intend to do. We are talking about what you have done. I have stated what I have done, not what we intend. I'm home every other week, and for me, that gives me more satisfaction and reflection.
2025, January 7 is going to be a new chapter. What should the people of Tamale Central expect from you?
Well, a leadership with humility, hard work, and a leader who is down to earth, a leader who is always with the people. And we will continue. What it tells me is that the people really appreciate the work we have done. And I want to thank the NPP people in Tamale Central who voted for me. So you realize that a lot of the NPP people voted for me. I want to thank them, and I want to assure them that the reasons why they decided to vote for me and not their candidate, I appreciate it and I see them, and I will continue with the work that I do, for which reason they see reason to vote for me. I really appreciate it, and I want to thank everybody.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia considered defeat. Very finally, he considered defeat, even though official results were yet to be announced. How do you, when you heard the news, what was the first thing you said?
By the way, my opponent called me, Honorable Sulisal, for the mayor. Whilst I was there before the declaration, he called to congratulate me, and I thank him so much. I mean, we had a clean campaign. He's been a very, very good friend of mine, and everybody.
On that constituency and chop it on the day of judgment, you will account to the people. You will. And that is one thing many politicians are not aware of. If you take a dime that belongs to the state or the constituency on the day of judgment, you will account to every single individual who lives in that country or who lives in that constituency. Will you be able to justify this in the sight of Allah? Will you be able to do that? The challenges confronting us in this country is corruption. The challenges. I am not a saint, but at least you do your possible best to avoid it. I don't have money. What I have, what I get is my salary. And wallahi, not a dime of Tamale Central has ever touched my tongue or bought a book for my son or my daughter, because I know that I will account for it. And our society today, if you don't have money, you have no value in our society. The moment you are given appointment, your family thinks that their lives have changed. The moment you have a small opportunity, people think that you must provide. If you don't have, they disrespect you. And that has pushed several politicians to engage in corruption. That pushed people. And I am particularly worried. I am worried for myself as a Muslim. And I'm worried because which have I spent that I didn't need to spend? Which have I spent inadvertently or unknowingly that I shall account for it? That should be a profound worry. That should be a worry to everybody. But we don't seem to care. They don't respect you. Even your colleagues won't value you because they think that you don't have the money they have in this country. There are politicians who could not even rent a room. And then they are busy putting up skyscrapers. Haven't they been told about the death of other politicians? Haven't they been told that there are politicians who had it all and they are no more? That is something that is profound heavy on me. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to play saint. Wallahi, Allah will bear me witness. Whatever I say genuinely. How would you be a leader? President Rawlings had unlimited power. He's gone. President Kufuor came, had power. He's gone. President Mills came, unfortunately by Allah's will, he's gone. President Mahama came, he's gone. Dr. Baumia came, he's going in 2024. Everybody will go. He said, wherever you live, you need to respect the laws of that land. As long as those laws do not deviate you from practicing your religion. And I think that in itself is a taqwa. You respect the laws of the land. You respect the rules and regulations governing the conduct of everybody in that society. Wallahi, I'm a Muslim first before a Dagombo, a Gunja, or a Wangara, or whatever second. I'm a Muslim first before NDC or NPP. I'm a Muslim first before a Ghanaian or a Nigerian. We are all Muslims. And you don't see differences. My admonishment is not to the elderly people, but to my colleague young people. We should let Islam reflect in our conduct. We should let Islam reflect in the way we behave, the way we interact, the way we live with each other. If you do so, I don't think that you have a problem here. We appreciate the contributions of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. As someone who is a member of parliament and a minister of state, we know what the state gets from your contribution. We know the contribution you make to our economy. And it is always our prayer that you succeed. It is always our prayer that you have the opportunities so that you can contribute more to develop our country, Ghana. We develop it without the political tag. I stand here, I cannot be forced you or force you to belong to my party. Well, when we die, what they ask you is about your deeds. It is not about your party. And sometimes it's so heartbreaking when we see what happened in our Zongo communities. Anytime we have elections, the turmoil, the havoc is perpetrated by us. And sometimes we feel ashamed that we do so. And the only way we can do that is upholding the principles of Islam. The Quran and the Hadith, the Sunnah and the practices of the Holy Prophet. I tell my colleagues, and I remember when I was in Lagos and we were advocating for Jimsa, and I said, look, I can't understand why a Muslim young man or a woman will read Quran, understand it, and will not be intelligent in class. It's simply not possible. How you can memorize the whole Quran? And I remember at that time we tried to memorize surahs when we could not even speak Arabic. So why would you memorize surahs yet you will not be able to comprehend what is taught in school? It means that we don't allow the Quranic recitation to pass through us. We pass through the Quranic recitation. If you allow the Quranic recitation to pass through you, there's no way you will not be able to be intelligent in school. I urge that we take up this responsibility. You may not have good education or high education, but you have no reason to say that your children or grandchildren should not have good education. And it is our prayer that all of us, and particularly young ones, tramadol is a major concern in Ghana. It's a huge concern. In fact, from Tamale, my constituency, you have a lot of people abusing it. Sadly and unfortunately, those who are engaged in it are even Muslims. Those who sell them are Muslims. And those who make a lot of money from them are Muslims. And I tell people, you may think that your children are not engaged in it, but someone will take it and stab your child. So that will be the consequences of you not fighting. So I just want to thank everybody and our fathers, our grandfathers for giving me this opportunity to share little thoughts with you. And I am very happy. It is my prayer that it expands. I know that a lot of people are praying outside. I remember I saw my senior brother, Honorable Mutaka, on social media when he visited here and addressed brothers. And I was asking myself, will there be an opportunity for me to do so? Alhamdulillah, and I want to thank you. I pray for long life, and those of you who have opportunities, may Allah expand them. Those who are looking for what opportunities, may Allah create those opportunities. Those who are struggling, may Allah indeed ease our burden. And let us understand, Allah says that He cannot burden you of something you're not able to show. So we should also understand that the one we are burdened, the opportunities and challenges for us to pray for others. I thank you so much for this opportunity. Yes, and what you mentioned, we are just 3 ministers who are Muslims in cabinet. But we have other Muslims who are deputy ministers. Wallahi, we all see these opportunities, not just as opportunities to advance our individual cause, but it's an opportunity to advance the cause of Islam. It's an opportunity to advance the cause of the nation. And we certainly will have to thank His Excellency President Muhammad for having that confidence in us. And it is our prayer and hope that we will not disappoint you. And we need your prayer, we need your support. We are not beyond advice. When we're doing things and we think that they are not right, call us. And it is always our prayer to pray for the national chief imam. May Allah give him long life. It's very important. He serves as symbol of unity for Muslims. You may like him or dislike him, but he serves as symbol of unity for Muslims. And it is a responsibility that we always pray for his long life. And pray for unity among Muslims and pray for advancing the cause. So I think that we should pray for His Excellency the President. One, we have a duty and a responsibility to pray for the President. Two, we are also calling for a prayer because he has identified your grandsons, your sons, your brothers, your kid brothers, and given them the opportunity. It is our responsibility to use that opportunity wisely to advance the cause of Islam. And that is why we would want to. And the President is more than willing. I would raise this issue with
Dr. Baumia and the MPP repeatedly says that the NDC doesn't have a policy, that we have not been able to proffer an alternative policy towards alleviating the suffering of the people of this country. Today, he says that yes, it's a policy, but it's a bad policy. There needs to be a policy to be described as a bad policy or a good policy. So thank you for humbly admitting that you were lying to the people of this country, that the NDC doesn't have any policy alternative. You have now admitted that yes, it's a policy, but it's a bad policy. But let me come.
Well, they say it exists already, which is why they are saying it's a bad policy.
But why? He said, first of all, he even said that is an absolute lie. There has never been a direct conscious policy intervention towards having a 24-hour economy. None under the Fourth Republic. If there's any, tell me. Why? Didn't we have farmers? People farm, yet President Nanado came out with planting for food and jobs as a policy. What sort of logic is this? People were already farming.
Every single thing that the Planting for Food and Jobs is engaged in, people were already engaged in that. Yet the president says that is a policy. Do you know why the president had the opportunity to describe it as a policy? It comes with a conscious effort by a state. And that is targeted achieving a particular set of objectives, and which demands some responsibility on the state. So this is the most slippery explanation I have given to this. And you see, the lack of humility to learn to appreciate what the 24-hour economy is by the MPP and their communicators, for me, is embarrassing. So for you to say that there has never been that, and therefore people have been engaged in 24-hour economy. Those who have been engaged in 24-hour economy, was it a state policy?
On behalf of the people of Ghana, to the President of Costa Rica and France for the outstanding organization of this conference. Ghana aligns itself with the statement delivered on behalf of the G77 in China by the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs of Iraq. We take the floor at this time to make the following remarks in our national capacity. Before doing so, I wish, on behalf of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, present and extend our warm greetings from the government and the people of Ghana, and express our appreciation to the Republic of France and Costa Rica for hosting this crucial gathering. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, from the Gulf of Guinea to the coast of the Pacific, the oceans sustain life, economies, cultures, especially in developing countries like Ghana, where the sea is not only a resource, but a lifeline. For millions in our coastal communities, the ocean is their pantry, their workplace, and their heritage. Yet this shared lifeline is under threat. Ghana considers Sustainable Development Goal 14 as not merely a target, but a necessity. A coastal developing nation, the ocean underpins our food security, livelihood, climate resilience, and national identity. Recognizing this, Ghana has taken significant steps legislatively, institutionally, and practically to protect our marine ecosystem and support the communities that depend on them. However, like many countries across the global south, we face complex and compounding challenges. Overfishing, illegal and destructive fishing practices, pollution, and habit loss are depleting our marine resources and eroding biodiversity. Weak enforcement capacity, limited research infrastructure, and the impact of climate change, including rising sea level and ocean acidification, intensify distress. Unregulated coastal mining and insufficient community engagement further undermines conservation efforts. Despite these hurdles, Ghana remains firmly committed to advancing SDG 14. We are implementing transformative policies and actions to ensure the long-term health of our oceans. We have updated national fisheries and aquaculture policy, are advancing a new fisheries and aquaculture bill, and have developed a sustainable ocean plan. These frameworks are critical to fighting illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, and to fostering sustainable use of marine resources. Our marine fisheries management plan introduces science-based strategies, including seasonal fishing closures, vessel moratorium, and the designation of marine protected areas. These measures are already yielding positive signs of fish stock recovery. To ensure effective enforcement, Ghana has invested in electronic monitoring systems, upgraded vessel tracking capabilities, and strengthening marine patrol. We are also enhancing our legal framework to support greater transparency, accountability, and compliance. But legislation alone is not enough. Ghana is scaling up immunity-based approaches, promoting co-management systems, and supporting alternative livelihood for small-scale fishers. We are also advancing aquaculture, development to ease pressure on wild stock, and ensure inclusive, sustainable economic growth. At the regional and global level, Ghana actively engages in cooperative frameworks, including the Abidjan Convention and the WTO Agreement on Fisheries Subsidies, and is participating in the West Africa Coastal Area Management Program known as WACA. Excellency, we believe that regional solidarity and global partnership are indispensable to ocean reliance. In addressing pollution, Ghana is implementing the National Plastic Management Policy and the Circular Economy Framework for the plastic sector. These initiatives aim to reduce marine plastic waste, foster innovation, and create green jobs by supporting local recycling industries and biodegradable alternatives. Importantly, Ghana is committed to achieving Target 3 of the Montreal Global Diversity Framework by establishing and effectively managing new marine protocol areas, such as proposed sites at Cape 3 Point. We are also developing National Integrated Coastal Management Policy, which will provide an overarching framework to guide sustainable coastal and marine development in Ghana. Mr. President, achieving SDG 14 requires science, innovation, financing, and partnership at scale. Ghana calls for increased international cooperation, investment to bolster research capacity, enforcement technologies, and inclusive governance system that place coastal communities at the heart of ocean stewardship.